I'm sorry, sweetie. You're gonna need your mommy to cross to the other side of the pool. I'm 16. Looking young and being short are two things that separately can cause many impediments, but shoved together into one person, yeah, it sucks. That cold open? Yeah, actually happened. As a kid, I went through puberty at 9 years old, and because of that, doctors told my mom that I was going to be less than average in the height department. And I can definitely say that I beat those predictions. Hey, who put that there? Yeah, I'm 4'11" and have a baby face to boot. Good genetics, I guess. Although looking young in itself isn't much of an issue since people will always tell you, believe me, you'll love it when you're 50 because you'll look 25. Yeah, but that's not the case right now, is it? Right now, I'm 21 and look 13. People card me all the time when I have a cocktail at a bar or if I enter in an age-restricted environment, and most people would be flattered, but to me it becomes a bit of an annoyance. Excuse me, ma'am, I'm gonna need your ID. Oh, why? Do I look young to you? Because I look like a teen? A toddler? It's because you're at an airport? Oh, yeah, of course, no problem. The face can be a bit of a limiting factor when it comes to being taken seriously. If I go out fresh-faced into the world looking for a job, people will always make sure to ask if I'm over the age of 18. But if I put a bit of effort in, yeah, it still happens. And I get the feeling that it'll always be an issue whenever I get a new passport or ID. And now the height. Being short has its issues as well. Tall friends will always think it's funny to put their arm on top of your head like an armrest.
おい、天空のライアーを手に入れたのは酔っ払い相手に歌を聴かせるためなのかよ。
People think that because you're short, you're cute, and because they have that idea of you, if you diverge from that, well, they suddenly get very awkward. Unless you're in the front seat, you'll be automatically placed in the middle seat, the worst seat in any kind of scenario. And it doesn't help that my body build makes it so that my legs aren't very long, so because of that, most people tend to think that you don't need a lot of leg room. And I mean, I don't. Doesn't mean that it wouldn't be appreciated. On the topic of short legs, there is such a bother when it comes to going on walks. Don't get me wrong, my endurance walking isn't bad, but the issue comes in when I have to walk with people. My family is aware of this issue, and as such they adapt to me, not to mention that I always get the job of walking with my grandma, and that's fine. The issue comes from walking with people who don't know me very well. I went to Italy last year for a 2-week study abroad program. It was great, we'll make a video about it at some point. But the issue over there is that the public transportation system wasn't the best when it came to going around town. And it wasn't the biggest problem when I was by myself. The thing was that whenever I walked with classmates of mine around town, I tended to drift behind because of my short legs.
Wait for me, I got little legs.
In the city, it wasn't too much of a problem. But then comes the mountain story. I went with 3 other classmates of mine on a weekend trip to Sorrento, and it was actually a very nice trip. The problem was that because the other 3 had hung out with each other for 2 weeks before my arrival, since the full program was a month and I joined the last 2 weeks, they constantly left me behind when I was walking down the mountain from the Airbnb to the bus stop because they just kept chatting with each other. So just think about it. A young-looking female tourist walking down a mountain by herself in the Italian countryside on a path next to the street where cars were constantly going around. I swear I was ready for my family to find me on the back of a milk carton. Same thing happened on the way back, but I almost died since I tried to keep up with my classmates uphill, and that wasn't the best combination. Dating also tends to be a bit of a hindrance. I haven't had any real relationships yet, and I feel like a great variable in that is because I look so young. The youngest I've been confused at is 13. Guys may feel at risk if seen walking with me in the street.
FBI, open up!
Last but not least, I have a younger cousin. His name's Renato, but we all call him Nato. Anyway, he's a year and a couple of months younger than me, and was shorter than me when we were kids. And it was obvious who the older one was. And now, not so obvious. He's above 6 feet, so when people see him and I together, yeah, the assumption is that he's the older one. A real papyrus and sand situation. Yep, it is as annoying as it sounds. Is anyone out there in the same boat as me? If so, share with me some of the experiences you've had having a baby face or being short or both of them combined. Let's face the struggle together.